Hello and welcome back to the show. We are ready for the final match of the evening, which is going to be Cloud9 versus Liquid. Cash once again. Everybody seems to want to pick Cash against each other.
It's America.
Liquid coming in hot for this one. Cloud9 going to be the home team picking this one against Liquid. Cloud9 apparently fighting for who gets the pink avatar in their,
really,
is that pastel.
I would also, if I was on the team, I'd also be fighting for that. They don't have a red one, actually.
I'd go for the green one, but I'd prefer a more of a British racing green, a deeper green than
that's your favorite
a green
color.
baize. Indeed, it is.
I know this as your friend.
Indeed, it is.
I've noted this.
But
when's your birthday, by the way?
13th of April.
Okay.
I won't ask you yours because I'll forget.
Okay.
I have annoying Skype notifications for that. Anyway, Cloud9 versus Liquid. Where do your unicorns lie? Ours lie in the dust then.
I was going to say there is nothing left, James, because you blew all of them, of course. I was saying bankroll management, but it's too late. It was too late.
What was too late was Producer Reese's intel. Oh, by the way, they got wrecked last time. But thanks for the bet.
To be fair, you do not need Producer Reese's assistance in this matter.
That is true. But it's salt in the wound, Dan, when he brings it up afterwards. By the way, I've been doing some research and I got absolutely wrecked last time they played.
So about my thoughts on this match. Again, it's rather hard to predict. You know, Liquid tend to have a bit of an edge when it comes to the North American matchups. But because it's a domestic matchup and because it's Cloud9 and Liquid, honestly, this can always go either way. And it's only two teams that have played each other countless times. It can always go either way, no matter the skill disparity between the teams, because there's a level of understanding that they have. They can kind of cheat on the meta in that sense, and it can create some funky matchups that can actually be much more entertaining. But the teams themselves, as the Swedes and the French will tell you, they do not like domestic matchups. Anyway, we're into the pistol round, and we're looking at a quick A take coming in right now from Cloud9, and this is by design. Quick flank from Liquid. They're going for the A retake, but it's not going so well just yet.
Got a nades coming into the site here, but everyone's still alive for Cloud9. One being tagged, but again, no frags just yet for the CT side. Clock is ticking. They do have a defuse kit. Nice angle found by FugLy there to take down freakazoid. The dual breath is coming in once more. Nothing gets taken down as well. So it's FugLy versus 3, and you can't fancy his chances now.
Yeah, the 3 versus 1. I'm not sure what's going on there, actually. I think
he's looking to make money.
Shroud he stopped for a second and looked at Skadoodle. Skadoodle looked at him, and they had a moment. They had a moment there, just.
FugLy can pick up the kit. Indeed, he can. Very smart boy.
Maybe they realized that they knew FugLy was holding by the vans. They're like, one of us is gonna die. This is the last time I'm ever gonna see you. Who knows, James? Maybe it's 4 AM and I'm going delirious.
I like the fact that there's a diffuse kit in the second round. You don't often see this, and maybe it will come into action. Maybe some sneaky things will happen. Ooh, that was close, but not close enough.
That's actually quite awesome because he's got the scout, the armor, and the kit because he got 4 kills. So otherwise he wouldn't be able to afford all that, which is kind of cool. But we'll get the quick play in from Cloud9. So nice anti-eco or anti-force spy play coming from them. Good strategy. Just quick and easy. Sun Tzu would be very proud.
What is it with you and Sun Tzu?
Well, the quote is very apt, I would say. I feel like it's quite appropriate for this specific, because this is a gripe that we talk about. We've talked about it a few times.
Oh, look at this 5-man save.
When teams take too long to go for their anti-force spy, and it ends up undoing them in a round which otherwise they have an advantage in, they throw it away through taking too long. So there you go, James. You don't even care, do you?
No.
You just ask the question and you just don't even listen to the answer, do you?
Yep.
I'm going to forget your birthday now. Deliberately. Somehow. But in trying to do so, I think I'm just going to end up remembering it more. As is the way.
Don't think about elephants, Dan. Dan, what are you thinking about?
Elephants.
Inception.
Well, they did manage, as you mentioned, to save the majority of their stuff, their utility, as well as their, well, not much utility to speak of, but they saved it, goddammit. And they've got the kit there still on FugLy as well, so they get another go at this one, and they've decided to have 4 players towards B again, so interesting stuff. In this round, they're going to commit to everybody dying, so if the ace like it's
or are they?
They'll go
they could just save their armor for the next round.
You're right about that, actually. They could actually save the armor. it's not very usual we get this situation, so you're completely right. They can just save the Kevlar and helmet, yeah. And also, the other thing that's cool about this is that they're not allowing Cloud9 to make the money from getting the SMG kills, which is actually also a very good choice. So you're actually conceding, okay, you're saying we're gonna lose the round, but we're not gonna give you money, and we're gonna save our Kevlar helmets and the kit that's on FugLy, which is kind of a big deal. And he could even potentially hang on to the scout. That's always possible. This would be cool, because I have not seen this happen. If they actually managed to save 3 armors across 2 rounds in this way, that would be awesome to see that.
It would be indeed, but it looks like Cloud9 have other ideas. But they got to be careful, because, I mean, this could go either way. We've got the MP7s coming in, nothing's going to go down, so maybe some money to be made by the CT side, actually. So we'll see 3 players gone down, so there are 2 sets of armors to save here. EliGE has to watch his angles. Indeed, he is. So this should be... I think EliGE should survive here, going for cursory peek at the end. And
wow.
There we go. Very different beginning to this match. I like it.
Yes, that's pretty cool, actually. And that's going to be a nice situation for Liquids. I mean, hey, they didn't get any damage onto the Cloud9 economy, really. But that's okay, because they actually managed to...
Can we see the scoreboard very quickly?
Maintain the integrity of theirs.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. What are they going to do with it though? We've got Cloud9 looking at potentially a fast contact play into the A bomb site, and that is going to be a nice shock and awe way to try to open things up here. Smokes are down though, and they're looking a little bit discontented with that situation. Throwing some smokes in of their own, but they are going in here. They have committed their grenades, and here they go. FugLy close with that M4. And those barrels is going to make quick work of Skadoodle, but the trade comes in, and Team Liquid are left in an awful place. Ooh. Oh dear. The bomb's down, James.
Indeed it is, and everyone's been wiped out for Liquid, save for EliGE, who's trying to do what he can. That Molotov not going to plan. He's going to try and dance around it. Almost finds the angle onto Sean, but not close enough. So Cloud9 4-0 at the moment. At the beginning of that round, there was 1 kill across 3 Cloud9 players because they just couldn't find Liquid, which again is very interesting. But here we go, Liquid on the Hiko. But the good thing is that they should have a goodbye in the following round, should they not spend too much money in this one.
Absolutely, it's kind of a shame considering the start and how interesting it was, but that it falls flat like this. But we're going to see Cloud9 just dealing with the anti-eco situation now. So it's the easiest rounds of all the rounds that they faced in reality, and they are having a whale of a time. I wonder where that comes from, having a whale of a time.
Not SeaWorld. LOL!
I guess I can't refer to whaling or anything like that. Surely not.
Holy crap. That would be
that'd be
bad.
Awful. That'd be awful. But you don't know where these things come from, do you? Because they just get embedded in there into your culture, and people just say these things for years.
Yeah, but you and I, Dan, we're 2 very curious people when it comes to sayings. We must know the source.
Give us the source. All right. Why are you looking at me like that? That is very inappropriate, James. So we have Liquid still looking for some damage in the round, and adreN's going to deliver, actually, picking up an extra kill onto nothing. Another kill would be nice, and then they can be content, I would say. And hey, they're getting some tags here, and FugLy's close with that 5-7. He's going to get an extra couple kills. So now 2 players, only 1 actually. Hiko's going to do the damage, but he's the last man standing. He'll get finished off by freakazoid. But what a result for Liquid there. That's 4 rebuys in for Cloud9. That's each of them having to spend around 5k, including the armor, the rifle, and all the grenades.
That position FugLy was in, but basically the default plant spot on A is such a strong position to have a 5-7 in, and you can see why in that example. Double AWPs coming out for Team Liquid at the beginning of this round. Again, Cloud9 just looking for that initial map control, and they will try and identify what the play is of Team Liquid here. An early frag onto adreN here towards the B bomb site. Will that cause a rotation from Team Liquid? They are deep into mid at the moment without the opportunity to boost because EliGE is alone, and he's just going to get taken down by nothing. Just holding those normal angles, shooting through the smoke here. So this is a bit of a calamity for Team Liquid at the beginning of round 6.
Yeah, that really stings. Pick up the double AWP and you get wrecked straight away. At least Hiko is going to be able to do a good job here. He will win the pressure or the pick attempt onto the B-bomb sites, and he'll quickly make the rotation. And Liquid are really at the mercy of Cloud9 in this round. They can just bully them with numbers off of the bomb sites. Either one, doesn't matter. Just moving in and together as a team is all they need to do. And that is what they're about to execute here with some of these grenades too. Just getting rid of the more pesky positions with those Molotovs. So good movement in from Cloud9. Great shot from Skadoodle as well. And this angle is deadly. Legs, Hiko. He's without legs now. No more legs for Hiko.
Bomb being planted on the sites. 2 versus 3, Liquid will probably go for this. They've got Hiko close with 16 HP. They're going to want an early frag, and there we go. That might mark the end of things, but Cloud9 not advancing now, and Hiko's not going to get an opportunity to do much more. One frag, insta-trade, Cloud9 6-0. Good, very strong start here on the T side, and Liquid have to be worried. It's going to be a long comeback on the second half if they don't start racking up some rounds soon. Speaking of racking up some anything, Cloud9 racking up the money following that round. And they'll look to continue that in this one. Molotovs coming out as well, going to be very important on this anti-eco buy.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to get those in there together. And we'll see probably a similar thing as to the last rounds, where we'll see all those Molotovs used, because they did that pretty well in the end of the last round, but that's the kind of the closing phase. The first phase is the defensive phase to make sure that they don't get kind of picked off early or aggressed onto, as we just saw there. So adreN is going to do a good job, and he'll facilitate a trade kill in mid. So 4 versus 4, and you can see now Cloud9 are starting to move towards the A push, and there's only one guy there for Liquid, so it's going to be quite hard for them to hold this, especially if the nades come raining down. And this is actually that position we saw FugLy get a couple kills from previously, and you mentioned how strong it was. Has that perfect range for the one-shots, basically.
We'll see if it continues. Cloud9 moving onto the site there. FugLy got flashed, looking away for more flashes, and he will be taken down. 3 versus 3. adreN's picked up an AK-47, and looks like they're going to consider going for it, but they didn't get that early pick now. And it looks like they're sending up to play exits. But they've picked up 2 AKs though, so there's a lot for them to save here. Again, 6-0, moving to 7-0. They will want to hold on to these AKs.
It's a good choice indeed. There's a challenge there at the end to get some extra damage in from Nitro. And of course Liquid, because they've lost more than 5 rounds and more in a row now, they are on the max loss bonus, which is the comeback mechanic, of course. If you're a newcomer to CS, you get an incremental bonus as you lose rounds. So it goes from 1400 to 1900 to 2400 to 2900, and then finally 3400, which is what Liquid are on now, having lost more than 5 in a row, and that's where it stays. So it does allow you to save and then get a really strong buy-in, or actually go for some, like, kind of force it up and still have something to play with. And we're going to see the AWP in play on adreN now, just a solitary AWP, no double AWP anymore. We saw Nitro picking it up previously as well, almost as a primary AWPer on the CT side for a while on the last match. I'll get a bit of an altercation there through the door area. Bit of spray damage, but Cloud9 just playing the early map control. So we're looking at a default here from Cloud9. They could go for a delayed mid takeoff of this, which would be quite smart because they have pulled attention away from middle. So the middle defense is quite weak, so they could take that pretty easily if they wanted to. Good Cloud9.
Bomb in the passive position now for Cloud9 as they consider their options. 2 towards A, 2 towards B. What will the play be? How can I identify a weakness? Well, Skadoodle will create a weakness with the AWP through the smoke there onto FugLy. Very good angles being held by him. Now Cloud9 are gravitating towards the A site there, moving away from B. Even the lurkers going. Maybe leaving Sean to flank short. Down goes Nitro as well. So Team Liquid having a disastrous start to this match. adreN takes down Skadoodle. And he's trying to move close here. And again, Sean's on the flank as well. So pretty much Cloud9 know that all the players are coming from the car position, but adreN's still getting frags now. Hiko's coming for the flank as well. Can Sean take him down? No, he's going to go down. 3 versus 2. And this could be the first round on the board for Liquid.
Yeah, absolutely. This is actually looking quite good, despite the awesome entries from Cloud9. Shroud is left alone to clutch against 3 players as they quickly are oncoming now onto his position. He's going to spot one. There it is, the frag going on to EliGE, but they know exactly where he is. They're going to round the angle, but Shroud will find the kill onto adreN. There's no trade frag coming in. Where is the trade kill? It's too late from Hiko. No time to defuse, and the bomb will explode. Another round for Cloud9, and I thought that was the way that round was destined to go. Their entries were so clean. First Skadoodle, then nothing. Looks really good. Really good, actually. Really nicely drilled.
Producer says if Cloud9 win, they will qualify for the finals. 8-0, the pause coming in, and this surely has to be tactical pause.
Absolutely, yeah. This is the time to use it as well, because if you think about it, and they can't solve, given the data that they currently have, they can't solve the issue or can't find some place to work with, and Cloud9 keep this trend going, Liquid are going to have to get 9 to 10 rounds on their T side, just to break even, basically. So that's a pretty ridiculous ask against a team like Cloud9. So it's pretty wise. They need to stop the bleeding right now.
What is going wrong here for Liquid?
It's quite a difficult question, actually, because Cloud9 haven't really been doing anything special. We haven't really been seeing any abuse of execution or anything like that. They've actually just been mostly going for defaults and finding openings on the T side. Of course, Liquid are in that awful position where you lose the pistol and you keep getting reset. You go down to 5-0 instantly. And then they've had, a couple solid buy rounds since then, and it's just not really worked out. Cloud9 have found picks every time. So I think that's really hard for them to decide how to deal with that. One way to actually abuse what Cloud9 are doing, which is the default, is actually to try to go for an aggression early on. Because if you, let's say, do like a 3-man pressure from B storage, what you'll do is, because Cloud9 have split up because they're playing passively and spreading everybody out in the early rounds, you can actually isolate like 1 or 2 players and get like a 3 versus 1 or 3 versus 2. It's risky, but it can swing things in your advantage, and you can force Cloud9 to make a desperation play or a play that they weren't intending to make from a position of weakness instead of a position of strength, which is how they've been approaching everything so far. So I would say finding a way to throw in an aggression, but where do you do it, and at what timing do you do it? Those are questions, because doing it right at the start of the round, Cloud9 are probably going to wait for that. It's a hard balance to find, and Liquid know much more about Cloud9 than we would as well, or they should at least.
Indeed, so the unpause is coming in from Team Liquid. They've had some discussions now, and we will have to see how they change their approach. Will they be more aggressive? They're a team who you saw in the last match were just they didn't overextend, they didn't play into what complexity we're looking for, but maybe the style that complexity we're looking for is something that would solve the issue here versus Cloud9. But again, Cloud9 may be expecting something crazy. Going to have Skadoodle holding that long angle towards B.
I mean, one thing they could even try to do is to try, after about 20 seconds or so, try to pop flash into A main and take A main away from Cloud9. Because A main has been a really big commodity for Cloud9 in a lot of their aggressions, because they put a lot of presence there so that the obscurity was there for the CTs. The CTs wouldn't know which way they're going, but they've also used it to pick from there as well. So if you take that out of the equation for Cloud9, you have a better understanding. You basically lessen their options quite heavily. It comes at its own risks, but I think it would be quite worth it. And it's quite free right now, for example. Although Cloud9 might be thinking about the delayed mid-take here, and they could build that into a B or an A split. So the sky's the limit for Cloud9.
Very proud of yourself with that one, aren't you? Cloud9 with some possession of the mid area. There is a lurker towards Z connector. adreN finding the opening frag onto Sean Gares, and that's going to speed things up here for Cloud9. There are 35 seconds left for them to make a decision, and it seems that B is the decision. The split's coming in, but Liquid may be reading this wrong, rotating towards the A bomb site.
It's going to be pretty tough here for them, as you mentioned. That rotation not ideal, and the instant entry found onto EliGE is going to cause issues here now. freakazoid straight in onto the bomb site. Bomb is actually a little bit far away at the moment. It's not making its way across. adreN is going to pick up the kill onto freakazoid, but now the numbers are starting to go the way of Cloud9. Although the flank is momentarily going to solve things here for Liquid, but now it's just FugLy who's left with a FAMAS. Now, do they know where he is? That is the first thing. He may have given himself up with the sound cues. The nade is certainly going to tell them where he is. Nice snap there onto nothing. And of course, Shroud is on 3 HP. And FugLy's going to get it done. The first round's claim for Liquid. But whether that was a result of the timeout or whether it's a result of just some clutch plays, I'd be more inclined to believe it was the latter.
Welcome to the scoreboard, Team Liquid. Either way.
Indeed.
But what if they... Ooh, interesting. I think, well, Cloud9 have to force it. They've got enough money to force, but also, if Cloud9 win this round,
yeah,
Team Liquid are going to be, I want to make a pun, Dan, about evaporating or something like that,
Do it.
But I can't. I'm not good enough, not yet.
I say I won't judge you, but I've already judged you massively for everything else, so it's just a droplet in the ocean at this point.
Well, Liquid have put their forces towards the B bomb site, looking for the aggression we were talking about. However, the Cloud9 forces are indeed towards A in their entirety. But this push from Liquid is going to mean that Cloud9 could get flanked here. But how quickly can Liquid get back to the A site? They've got nobody on the site now, and indeed Cloud9 are emerging there. They've made a play. It's the wrong play. They're going to have to go for the retake.
Yeah, we got adreN able to spray through and find a quick kill. That's going to be absolutely wonderful there for Team Liquid now. A free frag is always welcome. But that bomb is ticking away. They need to start speeding it up. And oh, look at these peaks coming in from Cloud9 on the defense. They're pretty good, but are they as good as the flank here from EliGE? He's going to pick up 2 quick kills. Could there be a third in store? It looks like Skadoodle will go down to Nitro instead. So great stuff there. EliGE providing a level of distraction that enabled Nitro to get a quick kill for the last surviving player of Cloud9. So 2 rounds there for Liquid, and they have successfully avoided that very scary situation, as you mentioned, which would basically just be, you've lost the game, guys, more or less. Because, I mean, it wouldn't be like that, but Cloud9 would more easily have like 11 rounds. It wouldn't be guaranteed, but it would be very likely. So they've avoided that at least.
Indeed, and Cloud9 buying some nades and some pistols. Looks like we're going to see the B execute, or a similar one that we saw in a previous cash match today. But the nades are coming in, and Hiko is going to be spraying these players down. EliGE coming in for support as well. I can only assume he's looking away from a flashbang there, but it didn't work out for him. Just Sean left. He doesn't have the bomb. 2 of the 3 CTs are here. Could get a nasty shot onto a head from this angle. He's looking to thin the numbers out as he collects the bomb. He should commit to the plant here. And indeed, he will make it as the CTs advance. His days are surely numbered, Dan. Indeed, he has been finished off. Liquid surviving with 3 players as well. A plus for their economy as they get back into this game. I mean, they could march to an 8-7 here. Who knows how far this momentum will go.
Yeah, I like that he didn't get any delusions. That's the situation. Because sometimes you'll see a player who kind of will think in the moment a bit more and say, I'm going for the clutch. I'm going to win it. I'm going for the win of this round. And it's definitely possible, but it's maybe like a 5-10% sort of thing. And you want the guaranteed plant, because that's guaranteed money, which probably boosts the chances for your team to win the next round by like 20% or 30% or something. So that's like much more of a sure thing. So that's the better. It's like the plus EV play if we're really going to go full poker. Like plus expected value. Although that said, expected value is not just a poker thing. Anyway, we do have the A main take here from Liquid. So let's see how this works out for them then. They've got 2 players there. It's remains to be seen how long they will stay there. But look at this, Shroud is actually kind of trying to check for that by spraying through the metal shutter, and he's not deterred them. They're not moving out. They've still left FugLy in there. He's by the lockers at the moment. And Cloud9, they have got this spread that this has been what they've been doing. This is what has worked for them so much of the time, this default. But Liquids, oh, they got a boost in the site there. They actually picked off Sean Gares over the top through the glass with the boost, the stack in the site. That's really nice. So it's actually falling apart a little bit here for Cloud9. What do they have to say for themselves? They've got Skadoodle in the mids. Okay, that will do it. Skadoodle in the mid will do it.
Well, 4 versus 4. 30 seconds left, though, and Cloud9 need to breach. They've got 1 player so far away from the B site where the other 2 players are headed. I mean, Shroud could, he's running the distraction now. Trying to pull the rotation, as we mentioned in the previous match, but the other way around towards B and A. Anyway. 15 seconds now for them to kill 2 people on the B bomb site. There's the first one. The trade's not going to go in their favor, and that's going to be the round over because Shroud's on the wrong site.
Yeah. Well, I guess it didn't go according to plan. Does make it look a little bit silly when he's like, "Well, guys, I'm."
Not really. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. I mean, like if you look at Rocker in the previous match, we had that situation where he was all the way deep towards B, but he wasn't trying to run distraction or pull a rotation. He was just standing there and then managed to get 1 player on the rotation, whereas Shroud was actively trying to pull the rotation from B.
It looks silly in isolation, but contextually, like if they get the frags in the site,
I don't think it looks silly.
Like he wins the round basically.
I think it's clear what the purpose is there. So
but I'm just saying maybe
no,
some people it's not. Maybe to some people it's not.
Buy coming up for both sides. Liquid looking to continue their march. Cloud9 with limited utility, those nades starting to thin in their inventory now. But the close push is coming in. That's a great nade. Nothing, and freakazoid heavily tagged now. Looking to re-smoke, but it's gone straight into the flames ahead of them.
Nice shot to the side there from adreN, but the bomb is stuck on top of the red container. That's ridiculous. To get that bomb, you're basically signing your own death warrant to try to get that bomb. Skadoodle's going to try to get it done though. but it's just there's too much to deal with. Players from all angles. That oh my god, that really sucks.
I don't know how it ended up flying up that high.
It must have been jumping or something when the guy died.
I don't know.
With the bomb.
But that was a money pause from Team Liquid because they've got 5 from 5 following that.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very big stuff indeed from them. But I wonder if they will even get the 7. That would be such a big difference. It'd be quite interesting to see what they were talking about in that pause as well. Because they did do some of the kind of pressure plays that we were looking for. Which is very nice. It does show like a good cognizance of what Cloud9 are actually doing. And also the cool thing about it is that you never want to overcompensate as well. You never want to try to go too much one way, because that way, I mean, basically they just added a slight alteration to the way that they were already playing their CT side. Just a slight alteration, just a slight pressure play, and just to take a little bit more map control. And that seemed to be enough, which is very good. And Cloud9 looking to see if they can get some damage in here. They've got, of course, a few pistols, some grenades, some utility, a couple Kevlars, but that's basically it. Can they get the plant though?
Well, 2 on the site, and trying to look over through the window. That's not going to work out for them. The reload coming in at a very inopportune moment, and tried getting the 1 league onto adreN, but he's got many more 1 leagues to find here in the second last round. It's about damage now, because surely this clutch is not going to happen indeed. Hiko going to spray him down. So Liquid go from, well, from death's door to 6-8 versus Cloud9. So definitely brought this back into a salvageable match.
Oh, absolutely. One of the interesting things if you see how many bombs actually went down. I think it was like 7 or something. Wait, more than that.
8.
We got 5.
8.
Yeah, we got 8 bombs down. So that's pretty awesome actually from Cloud9's perspective. Of course, it always means a bit more money for them, but we've got the double up back out and rolling for Team Liquid. adreN, oh, he's going to go down very low, and Nitro's going to get popped by Shroud almost immediately. Shroud is a very scary force by the door here, and there are some players that are very expert at this position. Like, Forest is another one. He's pretty darn scary from that position. Ooh, the wall bangs. Yeah, the assault is coming in. Can adreN get anything done from that position? He's at 20 HP. Okay, maybe not. The shot is found straight into his face. And this is going to be pretty impossible for Liquid at this point.
Yeah, FugLy and EliGE on the rotation now, and I think it looks... Oh, wrecked! Just EliGE now versus 4. This is not looking plausible for him. He's got nothing to lose. It is the last round of the first half. He's got a kit and a Molotov, and a hope, and not much else. He's jumping, trying to avoid being shot in the head, but he'll get shot in the chest by a Skadoodle, and that's going to be that 9-6. Went from 8-0 to 8-6 there for Liquid, so that was a very nice comeback. But it will be Cloud9 taking the last round there of the first half. But again, temerity and the focus to come back in such an, you know, in the face of adversity there, very well done by Team Liquid.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, they've turned it into a game now. So have to see how the approach is going to come into for both teams. It's going to be interesting to see which pistol strategies are going to be picked, because there is so much variation these days, and with the amount of teams we're seeing, maybe send 2 or 3 players over the railings, over the boost spot into middle, and then over the railings to kind of wrap around for an A split. That's happening quite a lot at the moment, and as is general A plays. So I wonder if we'll continue to see the A retakes, because if teams do rush B, which it looks like what Liquid are doing right now, then it's so hard to retake B from the Ts. So A retake is always a good one.
10 rounds are what's required from Team Liquid here in the second half. Trades coming in for both sides. Who has the advantage? Man advantage for Cloud9. The bomb's in an interesting position as well. Going to be hard for Liquid to retake it. They've picked it up though, and they are considering their options. They've made it into the B bomb site, and Cloud9 are on the wrong side of it. 2 people waiting to go into the vent. Might be a little bit awkward if they are engaged. Hiko is in a position where he cannot retreat. That's a good shot from him. Looking for the second one. He's going to find it. Looking for the third one now. Shroud getting taken down by adreN. So Cloud9 with a good start, but a bad finish.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a situation whereby Liquid could really take this match by storm. It'd be quite cool to see that momentum just continue forwards in force. P90's out on FugLy. In fact, Hiko as well. in Cloud9, I mean, they're in that position that Liquid are in, this like harsh situation where you get 2 buys before you basically lost 5 rounds already. Oh, the nade! Wow, this damage is actually just massive here from Cloud9.
That reverse nade was epic.
That was brutal.
That was really, really good. But can they capitalize on it? Oh, going to be a bit of a team dink there, adding insult to injury, adding injury to injury.
All the dinks.
Yeah, indeed, all the dinks, but no frags yet for the CT side. Not getting the first one is nothing, so just freakazoid and Sean Gares to do what they can. And they could choose to play exits here, and they could get a lot of them. But Sean Gares seems to be admiring the vent for the time being. Doesn't have any armor to save, just a pistol. Nice play there by EliGE, so we may see 0 kills here.
If there is 0 kills, where is the justice, Jace? Because they really deserve a kill. Can we get an admin to just, you know, just world has killed somebody? Okay, Sean Gares is going to do it instead. I approve. That is, they really severely wounded so many players. And the nade as well, right at the start of the round, that really gives you a lot of hope. Because, for example, that makes a situation whereby the pistols don't have to tag almost like nearly as much to get the frags. Imagine if it's envious with all their deagles looking for the meat shots.
Yeah.
If they get free damage like that at the start of the round, you're like, well, they've won this now. But anyway, Liquid's Cloud9 not so fortunate.
Oh, 4 nades. Where are these nades going? It's going over the boost. There's another one. So more damage done. adreN and EliGE getting taken down by the CZ, but that AK may not be retrievable for a while for the CTs.
So they actually did more damage with the nades this time as well. Awesome stuff from Cloud9 with those nades. Oh, nice Molotov there for the sandbags position. Nitro looking to clean house in middle. And so far it is it's going okay here for Liquids.
Yep, indeed it is. For the buys coming out for Cloud9 now. Who will take the early advantage in the second half? Now both teams are on the buy. We shall find out shortly. AWP onto Skadoodle, no helmet for him. And Team Liquid going to continue with the P90s and 3 AKs. 3 of the players on the Cloud9 are going to be lacking helmets, so those P90s could be super dangerous.
Yep.
If they get close enough, again, those nades are going to continue. freakazoid losing half his health already. That's got to be frustrating.
Yes, this is what I want to see as well, like the fast execute into A, because you've got the P90s running in still, so you might as well just use them as just a throwaway into that bomb site, like as if they were Tech 9s. Because if you get the bomb down, you paid for it. If you get the damage in, bonus, if you win the round, TPs are crushed. So it's looking good if they can make that happen. But in they go, only a trade so far. Nothing is very low, of course. The fire is down everywhere. They've cleared most of the major positions. Dink coming out of nowhere onto EliGE. But they look like they might even be winning this round. They might even be forcing Cloud9 to go and save and get out of these positions safely. But looks like they are very exposed. And they are now all dead. So yeah, the fast round of the P90s. It's going to deliver.
Liquid have dinked each other in the last 3 rounds in a row.
Yeah, but and more than once in some of those rounds as well.
Traffic jams coming in. So they take the lead here and put Cloud9 onto an early eco. Will Cloud9 suffer the problems that Liquid did in their half? We will wait and see. Looks like it could be a fast play. The entire team heading towards the B bomb site. FugLy moving towards mid now. Will Liquid go all the way in? That's the question. Nobody's on the site yet for the CT side. Nothing moving onto there now. And he might have some support from freakazoid, but will it come fast enough? No, nothing getting taken down. It's going to be a good nade from him, actually, but Nitro, well, there we go, Nitro will fall. So you've got a rotation coming in from the CTs, and CT is not smoked off by the Ts. But more nades coming in. Finally, the smoke goes down with 2 frags from adreN and FugLy. So 2 players left here for Cloud9. Shroud picking up an AK. Can imagine he will try and make an escape, while freakazoid will do what he can to pick something up or take someone's head off.
Yeah, we got a potential save for the AK from Shroud, which would be nice. adreN looking into Hiko's eyes. I wonder what he saw.
A Twitter account, Dan. Not being followed by James Bardoff.
He's still not following it?
No. I said I'd look and see if there's anything interesting on there, but I'm a busy man, Dan.
Shall I unfollow it? I'm pretty sure. Everybody, unfollow Hiko right now. Starting the movement. Hashtag unfollow Hiko.
He's going to come out of this game and people are going to tweet. He's going to be like, what the hell? James's path of hatred is strong. So 2 AWPs coming out for Cloud9 now. Sean Grills and Skadoodle is going to be on the big green guns. changing things up. Another big nade, but not that much damage done to Shroud. Oh, there's another one. So he will indeed take a bit more damage. Over towards that white box. A precarious place to hold, it seems, against Liquid.
Yeah, lots of pressure coming into middle here. Shroud's going to get flashed in, but EliGE, who was close to the white box, was actually covered. He didn't get flashed, and that's going to be the death of Shroud. That would have been a really sick setup for Shroud as well if EliGE wasn't that close. Now, it wasn't to be, and it's going to leave the rest of Cloud9 to pick up the pieces here, but there are many pieces, and there are not enough hands.
freakazoid got shot through the door, despite the CT smoking it off. EliGE going to lose control of the short area, 4 versus 3, as these players dance around the smoke. Seang and nothing, disappearing quickly, leaving Skadoodle alone versus 4. Can't get any frags just yet, going to get wrecked by Hiko. And that's the round for Liquid. Will they pick up the AWP as well? Indeed, they'll pick up 2.
Again, if you missed it earlier, if Cloud9 win this match, they qualify. They're currently at the top of the table with the most wins, and this would qualify them. So it'd be very, very nice for them to just have to rest. We'll be able to rest easy with this win, but Liquid, they are hungry for it. And I think Liquid will actually be in a position where they'd be one away from a qualification spot too if they win this. So pretty big one for them too. Skadoodle will open things up here. adreN looking for the timing, but Skadoodle had a timing of his own.
So far, so good. Both these teams battling heavily for this. Nothing coming in and savaging players over towards the B bomb site, 5 versus 2. And Cloud9 making quite a match of this. This is a really good match between these two sides. The best catch we've seen so far. Not sure which way this one's going to go. But we can see Liquid are going to go over towards the B bomb site, it seems. They might as well commit to one place. There's only 2 of them. Waiting for Hiko to catch up his EliGE at the moment, maybe, but he's got to watch the flank as well, so a minute on the clock for them to play with.
They could absolutely pull off something miraculous if they're able to get a fast couple kills. The problem is the time, really. They don't have much time to work with. They need to work together. Now, there is a quick Molotov in from EliGE. Is he going to actually get anybody out of position here? He's going to look away after throwing that one. And he's going to edge closer to the bomb site as these members of Cloud9 edge closer towards B now that they've spotted the pressure. But there's the first frag from EliGE. Can he get something else done? Then he doesn't know about nothing. And that is going to crush the round. There should be no way for Hiko to win this now. And Skadoodle will finish him off. It's a good attempt by EliGE, but nothing with those 3 kills towards B. It was a godsend that round for Cloud9. Now, Liquid, they have a lot of bank. FugLy was on 16k. How did that happen? Who gave him all this money? Did he steal this money, James? I don't know.
Well, 2 rounds away from Liquid are Cloud9. Skadoodle looking for those early plays. Not going to get naded this time by Team Liquid, who are moving into mid now with a wall of smoke, and mid has almost been abandoned by Cloud9. One player towards short, going to get flashed. But Seang going to get the frag with a double dink onto FugLy. Trades coming in though. freakazoid trying to hold down the A main site, but he's going to get taken down by a flash as well. So 2 versus 2 here. This round moving very, very fast. Who's going to take the advantage? Looks like it will be Liquid.
But nothing is still left alive. You can make a good go of this. Just a 1-on-2. With the bomb ticking away. He's got no kit though. There must be one somewhere on the site. He's going to find the execution style frag onto Nitro and onto EliGE. Great stuff there. Making it look too easy. He doesn't even need a kit. He doesn't need any expertise in defusing bombs, James. Just going to go for it.
Just going to stand in front of it with the tentacles. Job done.
Indeed. Who needs bomb defusal school? Not me.
When I was in Dallas Airport on the way back from QuakeCon this year, I saw 2 policemen in bomb defusal suits, and I was like, okay.
Should I be worried?
I'm never worried there. AWP onto Skadoodle, and the defuse kit as well for his team. Cloud9  1 round away, Liquid on the buy once more. Who will take the momentum? The pendulum keeps swinging either way very quickly during these rounds.
So we're going to see the default out of Liquids. It's not quite the same as Cloud9's default on the T side, but similar enough in nature, you know, just map control plays. Not having any presence towards B storage at all, though, is indicative that they are going to go towards A, and there are 3 players there from Cloud9, so it's perhaps possible that they've read into that, and you know, put that rotation there due to that fact. And the execute's going to come in. Liquid, though, they can actually go over to mid. They can fake it, go into mid if they want, and then go to B or play a tricksy game here. Let's see what they go for. The bomb is actually in A main, so it's unlikely that's going to happen from this point forwards. But Cloud9 have got 3 players on the site. Skadoodle in place with the AWP.
They've got a player high, have Cloud9, but they need to avoid the flashes. He's been spotted by Hiko. Hiko's going to take him down. That was nothing up there. We've got another player dancing around the forklift position. That's freakazoid. He's going to get taken down as well. Cloud9 being wiped out now. You have to wonder how much money they have left on these remaining 2 players. Is this a save already? Bomb down and Liquid get an important round moving towards 13.
Yeah, and Liquid know that they're just saving immediately. It's just a really obvious, I think, in this spot. They know that Cloud9's economy is against the wall with nowhere left to go. And I also wonder where between a rock and a hard place comes from. Because that's a commonly used phrase.
You'll have to look it up.
I guess I could, but I'm casting Counter-Strike right now, so I hoped you would know and would be able to service me with this information. But I see there is no servicing here to be found.
Cloud9 are in a very precarious situation. Their economy's been broken. Liquid are 3 rounds away from taking the match, from stopping them from qualifying for the finals, at least for now. Double nades coming in again. This time they'll do no damage to the T side, but a CZ will. freakazoid taking down Nitro, but we'll see when he can retrieve that weapon. Indeed, he'll go straight for it as Liquid have abandoned. But the nade from adreN. No AK for you, sir.
Yeah, he dunked that one. That was a nice shot. AK retrieved by Skadoodle, however. And he doesn't have any Kevlar, that's kind of annoying. Aim punch is not an issue though. You just find a shot like threading a needle, threading a thread through the eye of the needle. That one, the finest of angles. And but Skadoodle will find it.
2 Liquid players lost. They are on the anti-eco. There is an AK onto Cloud9 and a boost on the site. The push coming in now. Can they get the spray? Got to look out for it. Look, it's almost a triple pick from the CTs. Working out well for them, but it's almost a 3-man spray down. adreN coming in for the 3rd. Nothing coming in from the back, but he's only got a P2000. 1 versus 1 now, and Hiko's gonna know where he is. And the inferior weaponry. Oh, nothing's moved out of the site, so he needs to get the double dink. Can he pick a weapon up here? His position is completely undetected. He's going to come in from the back. Hiko may not be prepared for this, and indeed, nothing has clutched around for his team. Cloud9 not out of this just yet, closing their gap to 1 round again. Liquid are going to have little trouble getting the buy-in, but Cloud9, they were on death's door there, and they survived.
They've been brought back from the brink, from the precipice. And they were teetering over the edge just a moment ago, but I mean, they're still pretty much there. Team Liquid are ready to kick them off, to boot them off. But first and foremost, they've got to get through this buy to do that. The AWP is out for Skadoodle. I wonder if we'll just see another A execute from Liquid, because you know the round will probably play slow and then maybe then build into that A execute instead of a mid take or anything, because they found a lot of success there. Like some of their rounds have been ridiculously good in that way.
Well, we have more duels, this time coming over towards the B-bomb site. Man lost for both sides, but who's going to claim the real estate? Looks like it's going to be Liquid. Shroud maybe overextending there with the nades. Nitro going to be ready on the corner, so Cloud9 heavily handicapped now, and if they lose this round, then surely Liquid should take it, because their economy will be reset again, and they won't have any money in the bank.
Yeah, it's going to be a harsh reality for Cloud9. They have 2 players left now after the pick from EliGE towards the A side of the map, and well, freakazoid is going to get close to the smoke. He has no support, so it's quite a smart play. It might not be expected either. Very sneaky indeed. And oh no, perfect timing. He's going to find Nitro. I thought Nitro would actually take him out there, but he had the nade in his hand. And the bomb was already rotating towards A, but this is going to give Cloud9 a bit more of an earlier warning than they otherwise would have had. So 2 versus 3 is the case for them, and they are pretty close to the bomb, and it's not yet gone down. So if Skadoodle can maybe find a kill on the cross as freakazoid opens things up towards the car, this is looking good for Cloud9, but that bomb is ticking away.
The pressure is on Cloud9 here. That nade going to do minimal damage. Oh, Skadoodle just couldn't get the reticle on there fast enough. So freakazoid versus 2 with half health as well. The Molotov not going to force them out from the quad area. Will they peak though? The clock is ticking. If they can just hold on, Liquid, then this round is surely theirs, as freakazoid now does not have enough time to win this round. Can he get the damage in at least? He will be traded upon by EliGE, who even if he dies will be alright for the buy. So, Cloud9 with mixed money, do they go for the force or do they play for overtime?
I think they should play for overtime here because they're not. I mean, they'd only have to win 3 rounds, and the overtime position is very, very different. I feel like they probably have almost a favorable situation potentially in an overtime because of the lack of concern of money, which has been a constant concern on their CT side, and they'll actually be able to have a decent buy. So it's realistic. I think it's more realistic, much more realistic.
Well, Shroud's going to be the first to fall on this eco from Cloud9. The solitary high explosive grenade onto freakazoid, but maybe he won't even get a chance to use it. Flames all over the A bomb site here as Liquid swarm like bees around the hive. freakazoid and nothing remain. That nade has been deployed, but no kills for Cloud9. Just nothing alone in the short area, and he'll get taken down as well. So clean round for Liquid, moving to match point.
I think like a wasp got into my room the other day. Speaking of bees swarming around.
That's great, Dan.
I left immediately. So Liquid with this 15-12 scoreline just need one more to get it over the hump.
Oh my god.
And to what?
Focus, man.
And Skadoodle is on the AWP again, and he's looking for a timing pick towards A main. He's got a good spawn for it. However, there's no teammates. Oh, sorry, teammates. There's no Team Liquid players to be found near that area, so that's very unfortunate for Skadoodle. His timing is not going to really pay off. And looks like we might see something different from Team Liquid. An all-out assault here, a bloody assault onto this B bomb site.
Yeah, well, here we go. The nade execute coming in. That Molotov has not quite gone behind the box there, but EliGE will follow it up with another one. Positioning himself well. He will get traded though by Sean Gares. He's going to have to run through the flames, but his teammates are all disappearing one by one. Down to 2 versus 2 now. Shroud gets taken down. Can't find the kill in time. Skadoodle goes for the snap, but it won't be fast enough. 16-12. Liquid take it over Cloud9. A well-fought battle by both teams. It was very entertaining to watch, but Liquid take it over the line and keep Cloud9 from qualifying for LAN, at least for the moment.
It's pretty crazy if you consider how things turned out as well, because the first half was, what, 8-0, and then Team Liquid, like, we're going to pause
6 rounds in a row.
And they're just going to win, yeah, 6 rounds in a row. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And again, like, the way that they did it was very nice because they didn't overcompensate. They just added a little bit, just a little alteration to their play. That was like a... It's like if you have like a bunch of like decision forks basically in all the setups that you have. They just like changed a few things here and there instead of just completely removing all of that and just saying let's do this and kind of trying to overly counter. So that was good. That's a consistent way to deal with stuff, and that did it for them apparently. So and they actually won the match. Can't believe that. So yeah, great stuff from Liquid. Good to see that they are finding comfort with their new lineup as well with Hiko in there, because it's still, I'd say, a new lineup. I mean, they've had it for maybe like less than 2 months.
Yeah, well, it's you know, they've developed well. He seems to have gelled in the team now, so that's really good to see. So we've got one more cobblestone case to open before we disappear for the evening. We'll be back tomorrow with more North American Counter-Strike. I do believe we have 5 matches tomorrow night, so you have a lot of North American CS to look forward to. But producer Reese needs to select one final subscriber winner for these cases of crap.
I guess that's an apt description. It's a good description, I guess.
The winner of the crap is Hematronic.
Wow. Well, producer Reese has apparently decided your fate already. We will have to see what kind of crap you receive.
I wonder. It's definitely not going to be a Dragon Law. I don't know why they even have the picture there, Jess, to be honest. I don't know why.
It is an Indigo. Congratulations. You have indeed won some crap. Signed by Edward.
Flamey?
Is it? It looks like an E.
I'm not sure.
Who's it signed by?
I have no idea who that is.
If you press continue, then we can mouse over.
We can inspect.
It's signed by.
Is that Flamey? It looks like it. No, I don't know.
Could be a CLG. Who cares? Well,
I don't know what it is. I generally cannot figure that out.
I don't even give them monkeys. It's time to close the show, guys. We will be back tomorrow on StarLadder for European matches and back on FACEIT for North American matches. See you then. Have a good evening.